It happened again last night. The TV turned on by itself. It was around 2:43 in the morning. I remember because I checked the time on my phone right after I woke up. The sound didn't wake me, it was the light. That cold, blue flicker that filled my whole room. I opened my eyes and saw the screen glowing in the dark. At first, I thought I rolled over on the remote or sat on it by accident. But the remote was still on the table. Across the room, I stared at the TV. It was just showing static. That snowy screen full of gray and white dots, moving like 1,000 little bugs. But it wasn't just the static that made me freeze. It was the feeling. The heavy, sharp feeling that something or someone was watching me. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. It was like the screen had a hold on me. Like the noise was crawling into my ears and the light was pushing into my brain. I sat up in bed. My heart was pounding. I told myself it's just a glitch. Just old electronics acting weird. But even as I thought that, I knew it wasn't true. Because this was the third night in a row. 3 nights. Same time. Same screen. Same feeling. I grabbed the remote and turned the TV off. The room went dark again. Quiet. I sat there for a minute, waiting. Listening. Nothing. I laid back down. Tried to sleep. But my eyes kept opening every few minutes, staring at that blank screen. Afraid it would turn on again. It didn't. Not for the rest of the night. But I didn't sleep either. In the morning, I tried to laugh it off. Maybe I left a timer on by accident. Maybe my neighbor's remote was messing with mine. I Googled it. Looked up every reason a TV might turn on by itself. Power surge. Faulty wiring. Sleep timer. Nothing made sense. My TV is new. No timers are set. And no one else in this building is using the same brand remote. Then I noticed something strange. There was a smudge on the screen. Not like a fingerprint. More like a shape. It looked almost like a face. Just for a second. When the sunlight hit the glass just right. I wiped it off with my sleeve. Gone. But now I keep wondering, was it there last night too? Was it staring at me from behind the static? I didn't tell anyone. Not yet. Because even I don't believe it. But I know what I saw. Or what I think I saw. And I know what I felt. Something was watching me. And somehow, I don't think last night was the last time. I tried to forget what happened. Tried to go to work, smile, drink coffee, pretend like I didn't spend the night staring at my TV in the dark. Pretend like I didn't see something in the static. But all day I felt off. Like I had one foot in this world and one somewhere else. When I talked to people, their voices felt too loud. When I walked down the hallway, the lights flickered behind me. Maybe just bad wiring. Maybe not. I kept checking my phone. Not for messages. Just the time. 2:43 a.m. That number stuck in my head like a song I couldn't forget. That night, I told myself I'd unplug the TV before bed. Simple fix. No power, no noise, no ghost scream. I laughed at myself while I said it out loud. But my laugh didn't sound real. I waited until midnight. Stayed up just in case. My eyes were dry, and every sound in the apartment felt sharper. The fridge buzzed louder than usual. Pipes clicked in the walls. My own breath started to annoy me. At 12:30, I walked over and pulled the plug. Held it in my hand. Felt the silence hit. Nothing to worry about now. I left the TV dark. Crawled into bed. But I couldn't sleep. And then I saw it. Even with the TV off. The screen started to glow. No sound. No hum. But the light, faint, gray-blue, like fog, slowly filled the corner of the room. I sat up. The cord was still in my hand. I wasn't imagining it. The screen was glowing without power. I walked toward it. Slowly. My chest felt tight, like someone had wrapped their hand around my lungs. Every step made the room feel colder. Then the static returned. Not like before. It was slower. Not noise, a pattern. The white and black dots moved with purpose, like something was trying to break through. And then I saw it again. That shape. Only this time, it wasn't a smudge. It was inside the static. A face. Not clear, not sharp, but real enough to see two dark spots where the eyes should be. It didn't blink. It didn't move. But it was looking at me. I dropped the cord. The TV was still unplugged. Still glowing. The face stayed there watching, like it had been waiting for me to come back. I whispered, "What do you want?" No answer. But the static pulsed. Like it heard me. Like it liked that I was afraid. I backed away. My legs hit the bed and I sat down hard. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Couldn't move. Couldn't breathe right. Then, just as suddenly, the screen went black. No sound. No light. Just my own heart pounding in the dark. I didn't sleep that night either. This time, I didn't even try. And I knew something for sure now. That wasn't just static. And whatever it is, it saw me too. I didn't turn the TV on at all the next day. Didn't even go near it. I kept walking past it, trying not to look, like it was a person sitting in the room with me, and if I made eye contact, something bad would happen. I left it unplugged. Double-checked it twice. Still, all day, I felt that same pressure. That same weird chill in the back of my head. Like someone standing too close behind me. Watching. Breathing. I kept hearing soft, whispery sounds. Like static. But it wasn't coming from the TV. It was coming from inside my ears. Or maybe my mind. I turned on music. Just to drown it out. But the static stayed underneath everything. Hiding in the quiet parts. Waiting. That night, I left all the lights on. Every room. I even left the TV unplugged and put a blanket over it. Like that would help. I sat on the couch for hours. Just listening. Watching the door. Watching the corners. And that's when I saw it again. Not on the screen this time. On the wall. A soft flicker. Like someone turning on a projector in the next room. Light and movement, like TV static, dancing across the paint. I stood up slowly. The TV was still covered. Still unplugged. But that flicker was real. I walked to the wall and stared at it. The movement stopped. Gone. Then I turned around. The blanket was on the floor. And the screen was on. Still unplugged. The static was stronger now. Like a storm signal. But under the noise, something was forming. Not just a face. Eyes. Two of them. They weren't blinking, but I could tell they were looking at me. Not through me. At me. Like they knew me. Like they were remembering me from somewhere. And I couldn't look away. It felt like my head was filling with smoke. Like my thoughts were getting quiet one by one. I forgot where I was for a second. Forgot what time it was. Forgot my own name. All I saw were the eyes in the noise. I don't know how long I stood there. Could have been 5 minutes. Could have been an hour. The static finally stopped when I blinked. The screen went black. And I was left standing in the dark. I didn't scream. I couldn't. It's not just in the TV anymore. It's in the walls. It's in my head. And I think it's learning. I didn't turn the TV on. I didn't even plug it in. But it still came back. This time I was ready. Thought I was. I set up my phone to record. I aimed it right at the screen before I went to bed. I told myself, if it turns on again, I'll have proof. Proof that I'm not going crazy. That something really is happening. But deep down, I knew I wasn't doing it for proof. I was doing it because I was scared to look at it myself. It was easier to let my phone watch it for me. I left the room and slept on the floor in the hallway with the lights on. Not much sleep, just a few short hours. I woke up with a sore neck, but I rushed to check the footage. And what I saw made me drop my phone. The video started normal. The dark screen. Just silence. Then at 2:43 a.m., the glow came. Just like before. And then, the face. But here's the part that shook me. The eyes didn't just stare out. They moved. They looked toward the camera. Slowly. As if they knew it was there. As if they were searching for me, and saw instead that something else was watching. Then, and I swear I'm not making this up, The face leaned closer. Not a lot. Just a little. Like it was trying to get a better look at the phone. And then the recording stopped. Just cut off. No reason. No error message. It was like something reached out from the screen and turned it off. My hands were shaking. I couldn't breathe right. My apartment felt colder than it should. The kind of cold that sits inside your skin, not on it. I didn't go to work. I just sat on the edge of my bed, thinking, trying to understand what this thing wanted, trying to guess if it could see me now. And that's when it hit me. It only turns on when I'm looking. It's not random. It's not broken. It knows when I'm watching. It waits until my eyes are open, until I'm alert, until I see it. Every time I look at the screen, the static starts to move faster, like it gets stronger from my attention. And the worst part? I think it wants me to keep watching. I think it needs me to, like a moth drawing in the flame, like something that feeds on being seen. Tonight, I'm not using a phone. I'm going to sit in front of the TV and look straight at it. Not because I want to, but because I need to know how far it's willing to go. I didn't sleep last night. I couldn't. I sat in front of the TV with the lights off, the cord still out of the wall. Just me, the screen, and a tight feeling in my chest that wouldn't go away. It didn't take long. At 2:43, right on time, the screen lit up. Still unplugged. Still impossible. But somehow expected. The static came first, soft and slow. Like it was trying to be gentle this time. Like it didn't want to scare me, just bring me in. I stared into it. The face formed again, but now it was clearer. Not sharp, not like a photograph, but smoother. Less hidden. More human. Except it wasn't. There's something wrong with it. The way the mouth doesn't move. The way the eyes seem too still, like painted glass. It doesn't blink. Doesn't change. But I feel it thinking. And it feels like it knows I'm tired. That's when I realize something. Every night, the longer I stay awake, the clearer it gets. Like it grows stronger the more sleep I lose. And when I start to drift off, even for a second, the face becomes sharper, like it's trying to crawl through when I'm weakest. I stood up and left the room. Left the TV glowing behind me. I locked the door to the bedroom. Sat on the floor again, in the hallway, hugging my knees. I didn't sleep. Not at all. Because something told me if I close my eyes, even for a minute, it'll come closer. It's like a game now. Like it's testing me. How long can I stay awake before I break? This morning, I looked in the bathroom mirror. I didn't look like me. My eyes are red, the skin under them dark like bruises. My hands shake even when I try to stay still. I tried to brush my teeth but dropped the brush twice. And I keep hearing it. The sound. The soft hum of static behind everything. Even with the TV off. Even outside. Even inside my own thoughts. Sleep feels dangerous now. Not just scary, like real danger. Because the second I dream, I know what I'll see. The face. But not on the screen anymore. It'll be standing in the room with me. And I won't be able to wake up. I tried talking to someone. Tried to say it out loud, like saying the words would make it smaller. I called my friend Eric. We've known each other since high school. He's one of the only people I trust. I figured he'd listen. I told him about the TV. About how it turns on at the same time every night. How the screen glows even when it's unplugged. How I saw a face. There was a long pause after I finished talking. Then he laughed. Not in a mean way. Just that nervous kind of laugh people make when they don't know what to say. He asked if I'd been drinking. Or if maybe I was dreaming. I told him no. I don't even sleep anymore. He said, "Man, it's just a dream. Probably a sleep thing. You've been stressed. It messes with your head." I wanted to yell at him, but I didn't. How could I explain that it's not a dream if you never fall asleep? How do you prove that something impossible is happening When no one else can see it, he told me to take a break. Go outside. Touch grass, he said. You're stuck in your head. I almost hung up. Instead, I told him I'd try. But after I put the phone down, I just sat there in the same spot, staring at the TV. Still covered. Still silent. But it felt like it was laughing at me too. Like it knew I failed. Like it wanted me to feel alone. Later that day, I texted my cousin Jamie. She's into weird stuff, ghost stories, old legends, stuff like that. I thought maybe she'd believe me. Maybe she'd even heard of something like this. She replied hours later with a shrug emoji and, "Oh, that's creepy. You sure you're not sleepwalking?" No one believes me. And maybe that's what it wants. If no one believes you, then no one helps you. No one saves you. And you slowly stop trusting your own mind. That's what's happening. I feel it. The longer this goes on, the more the world feels, colors seem too bright or too dark. People's voices sound just slightly wrong, like they're underwater. And I can't stop thinking about the static. It's not just noise. It's a language. It wants to say something. I just don't know what yet. But I think I'm getting closer. And I think it's waiting for me to listen. I didn't want to do it again, but I had to. I set up the phone in a different spot this time. Higher up, facing the TV from the corner of the room. I wanted to see everything, not just the screen. I didn't hide in the hallway tonight. I sat across from the TV, in a chair, phone recording beside me. The cord was out. The lights were off. I waited. I didn't watch the time. I didn't need to. The screen lit up exactly like before. No sound, just that cold light. The static moved slower this time, thick, like fog rolling through water. The face came back. Only now it wasn't just a blur. It was clearer than ever. I saw cheekbones, a nose, a mouth that didn't move but somehow felt like it was smiling. And the eyes. They weren't just looking. They were focused. Right at me. I sat frozen. Couldn't even lift the phone to check if it was recording. The static changed. Grew softer, smoother. Not so loud now, more like whispers. It felt like it was speaking. Not words. Something deeper. I don't know how long it lasted. Time doesn't work right when I'm watching it. But at some point, the screen blinked. That's the only way I can describe it. Like it noticed itself being recorded. And then the TV turned off. Again, still unplugged. I waited 10 minutes before moving. Then I picked up the phone. And I saw it. The recording was still there. It didn't cut off like last time. The file was complete. But something was wrong. When I pressed play, I saw myself sitting in the chair. The screen lit up. The static came on. But there was no face. No eyes. Just me, staring at an empty screen. For the entire recording. Like it edited itself out. Like it chose not to be seen. But I was there. I know what I saw. And here's the worst part. Near the end of the video, right before it shuts off, I saw me turn toward the camera. I don't remember doing that. But in the video, I look straight into the lens. And I smile. Not like me. Not tired. Not scared. But still empty. And I whispered something. No sound, just lips moving. I replayed it again and again, trying to read my own mouth. It looked like 3 words. 3 silent words. Let it in. I haven't left the apartment in days. The curtains are closed. The lights stay on, even when I try to sleep. I don't remember the last time I ate something real. My head feels heavy all the time now, like I'm walking underwater. The TV stays unplugged, but it's always there. Sometimes I hear the static before I even see the light, like it's humming inside the walls, or just behind my ears. Last night was different. The screen didn't turn on, at least not right away. Instead, the noise started low, so quiet I thought maybe I was imagining it. I sat on the floor, staring at the blank screen, waiting. Then I heard it. Not static. A voice. So, wrong. It came from the speakers, even though the TV wasn't even connected. It didn't say much. Just one word. My name. Not shouted. Not whispered. Spoken, calm and cold. Like someone standing right behind me. It didn't sound like my voice. It didn't sound like anyone I know. But it knew my name. I froze. Couldn't even turn around. Then I heard it again. My name. Said slower. Clear. It was like the sound was inside me now. Not in the room. Not in my ears. In my mind. And it felt close. That's when the screen turned on. No static this time. Just black. But something was there. A shape, moving just under the surface. Like a shadow floating in dark water. It didn't come forward. It didn't speak again. It just waited. I felt it in my chest. Like a second heartbeat that wasn't mine. I sat there for hours. Until the screen went dark again and the sound stopped. I crawled to bed without turning on the lights. I knew I wouldn't sleep. But for once, I didn't even try. I laid there, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. And I realized something. It doesn't want to scare me. Not really. It wants me to listen. It wants me to answer. And tonight, when it speaks my name again, I don't know if I'll be strong enough to stay silent. I used to feel safe during the day. Used to think the sun meant I was fine. That whatever this thing was, it only came with the dark. I was wrong. It started with mirrors. I caught it the first time when I was brushing my teeth. The mirror above the sink was fogged from the shower, but I swear, I saw something behind me. It was fast. A flicker. Like a face in the fog. I turned around, but nothing was there. I stared at the mirror. Wiped it clean with my towel. Just me. But I couldn't stop shaking. Later that day, I caught a glimpse of myself in the black screen of my laptop and saw something over my shoulder. Not a shape. Not even a full face. Just an eye. Watching. I slammed the laptop shut. Now it's everywhere. Windows. Phone screens. My kitchen faucet. Even a spoon left in the sink. Any shiny surface that reflects light. It's like it's waiting there. Just beneath the layer of glass. Watching me from the other side. And it only shows when I'm not looking directly at it. Like it lives in the edges. The in-between. I tried covering the mirrors. I turned my phone screen to max brightness so I wouldn't see any black. I stopped drinking from mugs with smooth finishes. I even taped a piece of paper over the microwave door. But it's not enough. It's getting smarter. This morning, I looked into the bathroom mirror and I swear, the reflection smiled first. I hadn't even moved my face yet. And for a second, my reflection didn't follow me. I turned my head, and then it turned. Like it was slow to catch up. Or didn't want to. I ran. I left the apartment, walked straight out the door, no jacket, no shoes. Just ran until my legs hurt and my chest burned. But even outside, even in sunlight, every window became another set of eyes. Every car mirror flashed with static when I passed. It's not just inside my home anymore. It's inside the world around me. Or maybe inside me. And the worst part? It's always smiling. Not big. Not wide. Just enough to say, I'm here. Just enough to say, I'm close. I don't know how to explain this. But the static is not just on the TV anymore. It's inside me. I hear it all the time now. When I close my eyes. When I try to think. When I'm alone in silence. It's a soft buzzing, like a radio left on. Sometimes it gets louder. Like it's trying to say something. I don't feel like myself anymore. I catch myself staring at nothing. Trying to listen. My friends say I'm changing. I'm quieter. More tired. Like I'm carrying a weight no one can see. I feel that weight. Heavy in my chest. Like something is growing. Inside my head. Last night, I woke up gasping. My heart was pounding. My skin was wet with sweat. I heard the static loudest I ever have. Then a voice whispered. Not words. Just a feeling. Like it was inside me. Like it was speaking through me. I didn't want to listen. But I couldn't stop. I feel like I'm disappearing. like the static is taking over. So, I won't be here anymore. Only the noise. Only the face. Only the eyes. Watching. Waiting. I tried to leave. I thought maybe if I got far away from the apartment, the static would stop. I packed a bag, took a taxi to a motel on the other side of town. But the moment I closed the door behind me, I heard it. The soft buzzing. The static. It was inside the walls, inside the air, inside my skin. I turned on the TV. The screen stayed black. But the static was louder than ever. It's like it followed me. I tried to sleep. But every time I closed my eyes, I saw the face. It was closer now. Not behind the screen. Not in the static. Right in front of me. Watching. Waiting. I can't run. I can't hide. No matter where I go, it's inside me. It's everywhere. And I don't know how much longer I can hold on. Last night was different. The face changed. Not the blurry shape or the eyes in the static. The whole face looked real, like a person's face. But wrong. The skin was pale and cracked, like old paint. The eyes were black holes, empty and deep. The mouth stretched in a slow, terrible smile. It moved toward me, not through the screen, through the room. I tried to look away, but I couldn't. It held me with those empty eyes. I felt cold all over, like my breath was frozen inside me. It whispered my name, not with words, with feeling. Sadness, anger. It showed me things. Memories I don't remember living. Places I don't know. People I've never met. It wanted me to understand. Or maybe to join it. I don't know. All I know is I'm not safe. Not anywhere. Not ever. I can't wait anymore. I have to fight. I don't know what it is or what it wants. But I'm not going to let it win. I started with the TV. I plugged it in, turned it on, and didn't look away. The static came, thick and loud. The face appeared. But this time, I didn't freeze. I shouted at it. Tell me what you want. The face didn't answer. It just stared. But I kept shouting. My voice shook, but I didn't stop. After a long silence, the static changed. It got softer. The face blinked. Slowly, it reached out from the screen. I pulled back, but I didn't turn off the TV. It felt like a battle. Between me and something I can't understand. I don't know if I won. But the face disappeared. And the room felt lighter. For now. I know it will come back. But I'm ready. I'm not scared anymore. Not yet. I thought I was safe. I thought the face was gone. But it wasn't. The TV stayed off for a few days. No static. No glowing. Just silence. I started to feel normal again. Maybe I was winning. Then last night, I heard it. The voice. Soft, quiet. Coming from my phone. Not the TV. My phone. It said my name. Slowly. Clearly. Like a warning. I looked at the screen. Static. And then the face. But this time, it was smiling. Like it was waiting. Waiting for me to fall asleep. Waiting to come back stronger. I don't know how long I can fight. But I know this. It's not over. I don't know if this will end. Or if I will. The face is still there. Not always on the TV. Sometimes in the shadows. Sometimes in reflections. Sometimes in my dreams. It waits. Watching. I try to stay strong. I tell myself I'm still here. That I'm not afraid. But sometimes, when I look in the mirror, I don't recognize the face looking back. It's not mine. It's the face in the static. And I wonder, who is watching who? Who is inside me? I don't have answers. Only fear. Only waiting. Only the static. And the face. Still waiting. I thought I could understand it. I thought I could fight it. But some things don't want to be understood. Some things don't want to be stopped. The face in the static isn't just on the screen. It's inside me now. And maybe it's inside you too. So if your TV turns on by itself, if you see a face in the static, don't look away. 'Cause sometimes, looking away is the only way it wins. Sometimes, the face is already closer than you think.